coaches show here for the basketball team. We got Coach Torrey and Coach Morey here for the Buckeye High School girls and boys basketball. We're going to have a good show for y'all tonight. We've got a big game coming up tomorrow, Josh. Big game against Jena.
Yeah, look, it's a big-time game, Darren. We've been waiting for it all year. 4-0, both the girls, Jena girls and Buckeye girls, both 4-0 coming in. Whoever wins this game will be the district champions, and it's both of them's coming in on some impressive records. I think Jena's 17-9, maybe.
17-9.
Yeah. So, and then the Buckeye girls look what 18-5.
19-5.
19-5. So, you know, it's gonna be a good game. They have some big players down under the basket. We have some big players under the basket. We're gonna have really good drives. I think we're gonna take it to the basket. Allie's probably gonna have to go in and put some points off the glass and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be an excellent show.
We're looking forward to it. Listen, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors before we get the coaches up here. BK Distributors is a headline sponsor for all Buckeye sports. Holloway Outdoors and Marine. We'd like to give a big thank you to Holloway Outdoors and Marine. They are our Buckeye High School basketball and softball headline sponsor. Big shout out to Holloway Outdoors. Anything you need for your outdoors, whether it be marine, hunting, whatever you need, go see folks at Holloway Outdoors and Marine. They'll take care of you. Me and Josh here on Panther Vision and 446Sports. We'd also like to thank Rio Rojo for letting us have our coaches show every week here when we get over here to do it. So we'd like to thank them for letting us have it here and everybody for coming on out. And now we're going to get into our coaches. We'd like to introduce Coach Torrey. Everybody give a big round of applause for Coach Torrey.
Thank y'all.
All right, Coach Torrey, we got you in the hot seat again. Is everybody excited about tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah. Is it on? Oh, yeah. Everybody's excited.
I'm sure. We're looking for a huge crowd. We know everybody's going to come out tomorrow night. We look to pack the gym.
Yes, hoping that everybody shows out for these athletes who have put in all this work to get to this point, show them some support. So they've done it all the way up to this point. I hope they show out tomorrow night.
Yeah, look, this was kind of a drop of a hat. We were going to do a coaches show because, we're playing for a district championship on the girls' side. We wanted to put something together. And look, you had a really good crowd show out tonight. You have a lot of support here. So I'm really excited to see how many people's actually, coming out to watch the game.
And, we draw in a very big crowd, even when it's not a district championship game.
Yeah, look, you had a fantastic fan base all year.
When you come to Buckeye, it's the largest fan base. Even when we go to away games, we always bring the biggest crowd. And so that's something I'm very proud of with our Buckeye community is they always show up and all of their support that they give these athletes out there. It's amazing to be on the other side of the court and look up and see how packed the stands are and see them out there for our girls. So it is an awesome feeling. Our community is great.
Yes, we have a great community, tight-knit community that always shows out and supports our Panthers, no matter what they're playing in. But look, tomorrow night we've got the big game against Jena. We've been talking about the district titles on the line there. What are you stressing to your team all week in practice? What are y'all concentrating on to get out to a fast start?
To play our game, to not let them get in our heads of trying to do anything that's out of our normal. We've got to play our game. Playing all 4 quarters. I don't know what they're doing over there.
You got the girls.
I do.
They're going to run the court, it looks like.
Yes. Make the free throw, make the layups, make the easy shots.
Make your layups. That's a good one.
Yes.
Make your layups. Me and Jerry were talking last time. A couple of the games that we were close in, if you would have made the small time layups,
you'd have won by 20.
You'd have won by 15, 20 points.
Yes.
So I can guarantee you they've probably been working on making the easy shots.
Every day.
Every day.
You wouldn't know it.
Another thing that you do have that me and Darren talked about when we were in the booth, I noticed when we do get to the line, we shoot pretty good free throws. We do shoot decent free throws. So, some of us.
Some nights. Definitely, always room for improvement, but it could always be worse.
But like you say, we're going to have to make the easy points tonight or tomorrow night to win that ball game.
Yes, we are. We've got to go out there and play one of the best games we've played all season. Cleanups, the easy shots, the give-me's. We got to have those. Playing what's helped us the last several games we've had is our defense. We've got to go out there with solid defense, execute our plan, and we'll be okay.
And you can tell when a team takes pride in how they play defense, because our girls get after just as hard on defense as they do on offense. And you can tell they really bought into that system, and that has produced a bunch of wins for us.
It has. Our defense has won us all the ball games that we've won this year. It's been our defense that we've executed. We go into practice with a game plan, and they go out there in the games and they execute it very well. So I'm proud of them for that and the work that they've put in.
Yeah, it's always nice to see how good a shape they're in too, because like I said, they never stop running, and where some teams are calling those timeouts to catch their wind, the girls, they're over there, they're in the hole, they're ready to go. So
They may not have liked me over the summer when we were at the track every day, but they'll thank me at the end of the season. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, you
I
can
tell them that all the
you can
time.
tell that every team that we've played, that we've been in a game, you can tell that we're in better shape than them to play 4 quarters. That is hands down guaranteed.
They're in shape, and they've got the heart they want it. They're going to dig deep, and they're going to go as long as they have to do what they got to do and come home with the win.
So Jena has a good ball club. Like I said, they're undefeated in district as well. How do we match up against them?
It's going to be a very good matchup. They've got a lot of girls who can score, and they use a lot of girls. They have a deep bench, and so they're going to be running and gunning with the floor too. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a good game.
I think it's going to be a great game. I know our girls love to run up and down that court.
They do.
And that's how they get them easy points when they run in that court. And are we going to slow it down, or are we just going to play it?
We're going to see. We're going to see.
We're going to dictate the deal. I like it. All right. What's some of the players we're going to look at Jena? We know who we have. We bring in. What are some players Jena is bringing over here tomorrow night that we need to shut down?
Number 32 is a big player for Jena. She's a hustler. She gave us trouble last year when we played them. She can score down low. She can score from the outside. She hustles. They have several shooters. It's hard to really say just a couple of specific ones because they can all score and they all contribute. So I do know that 32 gave us some trouble last year. We got to be down there to rebound, get her out, box her out.
Does Jena move the ball around and try to find those open shots, or they mostly drive to the basket?
They like to score in transition. They like to push the ball up the floor. They don't like to set up a offense as much. They're trying to score in transition.
Yeah, so one of the things we're going to have to do probably from our side is just keep our fouls in the check, not give them easy fouls. If you can't make that stop, you would rather go in and win it on the back end.
We'll give up those 2 points to have our girls in the game at the end when we need them.
We're going to have to work on Friday, tomorrow night.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we're looking forward to it. So I'm not going to get too far ahead, but what's the playoff picture looking like right now?
Right now we're sitting at number 9. We've kind of been fluctuating between 9 and 10, so possible first round home game. Depending on how things play out, you never know. You could see a bye in that first round and a second round home game, so we'll see.
We're looking forward to that. We can't wait. We know it's going to be electrifying in the gym tomorrow night. We just need the girls to play their game. I think if we go out and play our game, we'll win the ball.
Play our game. These girls have put in so much work, and they have the ability to go out there and win this game. I'm excited to see what they do. Everything that they've worked for and have done through this season, we'll see it tomorrow night.
Yeah, and we want to take the floor, and we don't want to come out flat. We want our presence to be there. Because a couple of home games ago, remember we were talking after the game, and we come out a little flat, and then we had to catch that second win to come back and win.
Yeah, the Marksville game.
Because I can tell you, the Marksville game. But Jena's going to be ready to play.
They are.
It's 100% guaranteed of all the teams we play. The Jena Giants is going to be ready to play. So we're going to have to match that intensity and not be flat.
Absolutely. They're going to be ready. They're not coming to give us anything, so we're going to have to take it. It's going to be a tough game from first quarter to fourth quarter, so we got to be ready to fight as soon as we get out there on the floor.
All right. Talking about some of the girls that we see out there all the time, you know, we're really young. We're starting how many sophomores?
Typically, it's 3 sophomores and 2 juniors.
Yeah. So we're a really young team, which the future looks great for Buckeye Lady Panther basketball. We're looking forward to years to come as well. But we have a really good chance to make a little run here with these young players because they really stepped up.
They have. This season, it's been awesome to see the growth in these girls and how far that they've come. That they have a very, very bright future ahead of them, and it's exciting for this program.
Building on what Darren said, you have 3 sophomores starting, you have 2 juniors, so you get the experience. Where if you don't make it as far as you wanted to, you still have room to grow for the next 4 years. That when some of these sophomores are at that senior level, and you have some pretty good athletes coming up too, you have a real good chance of making a deep run in the playoffs.
We do, and when we can get this one back in front of us too, that's typically out there, we'll be all right.
That's right.
Yes, for sure. We have injuries with some of our stars as well, so we're looking forward to that. But we're really looking forward to finishing this season out strong, and we're going to challenge the girls tomorrow night. Let's race to 20 points. Who can get the 20 points fastest? Who can get the 10 steals the fastest? I mean, if you play that game within a game, me and Josh talk about it all the time. When your team's competing against each other, not just the other team, that's what makes it fun for the girls.
It does. So, like y'all said, we got to go out on fire tomorrow night, ready to go as soon as our feet hit the floor. But
well, we appreciate you coming in, Coach. Look, you drew a great crowd, which is, we always know you will. So we're going to be there tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The girls start. Are we doing JV before?
JV boys, they start at 5.
JV boys going to be at 5 o'clock. Lady Panthers going to be at 6 o'clock. Come out to Buckeye's Jena. Me and Josh are going to be broadcasting live. So if you can't make it, tune in to 446 Sports. Panther Vision here with me and Josh will be broadcasting the game. This is going to be a big game. You better come early to get a seat because it's going to be packed.
Yes.
Yeah, I look for it to be a full house tomorrow night. I look for it to be at capacity.
I do too. So come out and support these athletes.
Yes. Well, thank everybody. I want everybody to give a big round of applause for Coach Torrey of Buckeye Lady Panther.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, that's going to be a real good game tomorrow night. We're super excited. I know the girls are excited. You can see it on their faces. I mean, they're ready to run and gun.
And I think we were going to call a couple of them up here just to see, give them that experience, in front of the camera, talk a little bit. I think we had 2 of them. One of them we were going to call up was Allie West. So everybody give it up for Allie West.
Allie West, come on up.
We caught you right in the middle of eating, so we're sorry about that. I know you have, I didn't realize it, but it is a legacy softball game going on too tonight, I think. So,
yes, sir.
I'm glad for y'all to be here, but you will have to scoot up and talk like you mean.
But talk like you play basketball.
Yeah, talk like you play basketball, because it's really, you never stop. You're 1,000 miles an hour. You have 2 or 3 people here that's 1,000 miles an hour. Addie Clanton, Sadie St. Pay. Everybody runs the court well, but it's two or three of y'all that is just, it's intense, and it's fun to watch.
Yes, sir.
So y'all like running the floor, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And as a sophomore, you had to step into that leadership role. As the point guard, sophomore point guard coming leading this team and leading a 4-0 looking for a district title team. How does that feel? I know you got pressure on the inside, but when y'all are out there, it looks like y'all are having a lot of fun.
It is a lot of pressure, but I've been playing with these girls since junior high, so I've just got the chemistry down, and I still get scary, but I just play the game and just hope it goes well.
Well, I promise you, looking from the outside, you can't tell that you're scared because you drive, you shoot, y'all do it all together, and y'all look like y'all are having fun. Y'all look like y'all are a close-knit bunch, and it's fun to watch. But talking about Jena's coming in, and like Coach said, they're going to bring some players. Are y'all looking to match up in a zone? Are y'all looking to run man? What y'all's playing defensively tomorrow night?
We're probably going to start off in man, but we might throw different defenses at them. We always do that.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Just
what
give 'em
you're
a different
saying is
look.
You're going to have a surprise attack.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's going to think you're going to probably do one thing because I know how your coaching staff is, and they're going to throw a kink in it, and which is that's what good basketball's about. And another thing on your 3-point shooting, if you get open, most of the time you can hit those threes pretty well. So, I mean, is that something you worked on all summer?
Mainly just this season. Last year I wasn't as confident, but this year that most of the coaches have just told me just shoot it when you're open. And the more I shoot, the more confident I get. So I just hope they fall.
And you do really well when you drop the ball, too. I mean, you're very smooth with the ball. You can get it and get it to the basket. I mean, like I said, it's impressive to watch. So.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about getting to the free throw line. Who's going to make the most free throws tomorrow night?
I'm going to say I hope it's me, but it's probably Libby.
You normally get on the line a pretty good bit. We're setting out a challenge. First one to 20 points wins.
Okay.
We're going to have some kind of little reward for y'all.
We'll give a gift card away.
First one to 20 points, or the first one to 10 steals.
Yeah. And then if Sadie St. Pay gets
10
5,
blocks.
Yeah, or 10 blocks. We'll go 7 blocks for Sadie St. Pay.
Yeah, she's
We'll
a
throw out a
block
gift
machine.
card for that.
So we're setting out some challenges for y'all. Listen, go out and play loose tomorrow night. You know you're going to have a big crowd. Everybody's going to be watching. We're super proud of y'all. And just have fun tomorrow night. And if you have fun and play those games, y'all going to win.
All right. Thank you.
You excited?
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
give a big round of applause for Miss Allie West, our point guard. All right, next we're going to bring up, y'all haven't seen on the court very often, but we're going to get her back, and she's going to be a big part of this team moving forward. Everybody give a big round of applause for Miss Natalie Graves.
We got you in the hot seat tonight, too.
All right, Miss Natalie, how much longer do you have?
I don't know. I just went to the doctor and I'm just trying to get back at it with PT and stuff.
I understand. For those of you who don't know, she's been dealing with an injury all year long. She's trying to get some physical therapy and get back in the game. Big loss when we lost you. The girls come together as a team, and you're always there cheering them on. And it's good to see. We just can't wait till you get back out there.
Yes, sir.
So you're a junior?
Yes, sir.
So you got next year.
Yes, I do.
You
Yes.
plan on coming on strong next
Oh,
year?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You were on track to get that scoring record.
Yes,
at one
sir.
time,
Yes,
wasn't
sir.
you? So yeah. So I mean, now we're going to see. That's what's probably going to drive you next
Oh,
year.
yeah.
So I mean, you're going to be trying to get to that. But what I wanted to say is even though you haven't been able to play, like Darren said, you've been there. You're still a leader on the team.
Yes, sir.
And try to keep it up. And a lot of the girls that needed to step up and run that offense and keep the composure on the court and keep some people in check and stuff like this, when anger gets out there, or when we're trying to point fingers, when Sadie's going on, up and crazy, you have some people step up that filled your role really well. So you have to be excited for that, because that comes back to showing how much of a leader you were to able to teach how to do that. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're really excited to get you back. Even when, are you going to make it back by any softball?
I should miss maybe a few games because.
Okay. We're going to be softball season too.
Yes, sir.
We're excited about that. We just love to watch all of y'all. From Addie Clanton played a big role in the defense. She's really stepped up her defense. Libby is a force in the center.
Yes.
She's not getting anything but stronger. You can tell. She's 6'2", 3", somewhere in there.
Yes, sir.
And she's getting stronger every game, physically, mentally. And she's got another year with you. Y'all both juniors,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be really, really good next year. Hopefully we make a deep run this year. We're excited for you to get back. Listen, we've been rooting for you the whole way.
Thank you.
So just keep on cheering them on. We know
I
you're going to
will.
be the biggest cheerleader tomorrow.
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Well, good deal. Everybody give a big round of applause for Miss Natalie Gray. All right. Let's gonna be fun tomorrow, Josh.
Darren, I'm gonna have a blast. I keep waiting for one to come into the table, you know, where we get the table demolished.
Yes.
So
It's
tomorrow
gonna
night,
happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, what better time to do that?
Yes, it could very well happen tomorrow night. The stands are going to be packed. It's going to be a huge game, and it's at home. That's always fun when you play in a four district title at home. So Buckeye's going to show out. We hope. So we're excited about the Lady Panthers. Hey, let's talk about the Buckeye boys a little bit. Buckeye boys playing Jena tomorrow night. It's going to be a big game. It's always a big game when Jena and Buckeye play.
Yeah, like I said, you're just a few miles across the creek, as we call it around here. We got some Iowans with us tonight. I don't know what they call it up there. It's probably a pond.
Yeah,
Something like that, you know.
The cat who's like straight across country.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's when you have two teams that's pretty close together, you know, they bring a pretty good fan base with them. So it's always usually a pretty tough game, you know, with them. You know, you have Jena and Vidalia is probably our two biggest people that bring, you know, some fans over here. So like I said, it's always a good game when you play somebody that's close to you.
That's right. Listen, both Jena boys are coming in at 9-8. They're not having the season they want to. Listen, everything's up for grabs here in district. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a big time district ball game.
Yeah, Coach Moore, you know, when you come off of the season where you were so successful, you know, you have
25-0 for the start of the season.
you go 25-0, like I said. You have to have a rebuilding year, and these boys have done a good job as far as rebuilding, trying to get it going, you know, because there wasn't a lot of experience there, you know. So now they're getting in the swing of things. I look for big time things from these guys. I mean, they're very good athletes.
And listen, they had injuries too.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, so they suffered the injury train a little bit. You know, and last year he was telling you how fortunate he was because he didn't have any injuries.
Right.
You know, so I look for big time things there. Like I said, they have phenomenal athletes, and if the boys are on shooting,
it's a different ball
they
game.
can score 70 points quick.
That's right. But you have to make the open shots.
That's right. Yeah, you got to get those open shots. So
We're not going to overpower you with this team this year, but when we're shooting, we can hang with anybody.
yeah, when we're shooting good from the floor, we can hang with
When
anybody.
you look at the first half of the Marksville game we did this year, you know, and Marksville's coming off the state championship.
That's correct.
And we played Marksville within 3 at one time, right there at the end of the first half. And then they opened it up a little bit because our shots started falling off. But we were shooting the ball well, and when we can shoot the ball well, we can hang with anyone.
Yeah, that's right. And look, if Mason Sanders has 2 shots, right? He's going to make those 2 shots, and then he's going to get manned up, period.
Yeah.
Because when he's open, he's been sinking those shots. He gets 2 freebies, and then they say, okay, we're going to have to shut that down. So that's when you look for them guys to step up. And, you know, they've dealt with a little bit of sickness and stuff like that. Like Logan Fresh has been impressive on the floor. You know, I think he's a junior this year.
Oh, yeah.
And he's come into his own a little bit and
He
being
shoots
able
the
to
ball
handle the
very
ball.
well.
He shoots the ball well, and he drives it to the
And
board.
we talked about, you know, coming off injuries and everything. They're starting freshman and Tucker Graves.
Yeah, look, Tucker Graves is one of those athletes that's only going to continue to get better. He's a freshman. He's already, you know, if you give him some open shots, he can make them. He drives the ball well. He's getting tall, and he's going to grow into that build that he has.
Right.
You know, as a freshman, he may look a little small out there, but he's going to be a big guy. You can tell. You know, he's 6'2" right now, probably.
Right.
So he's going to come into that. You know, and I think the Buckeye boys is on something pretty good.
Oh, I do too. Listen, we'd like to give a big shout out to everybody who come up here tonight. We want to right now put everybody's hands together for the Buckeye High School basketball coach and athletic director, Coach Morey.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
All right, Coach, the gym's going to be packed tomorrow night. It's time for the boys to put on a show.
For
We're
sure.
excited about it.
I think everybody is.
Well, good deal. Listen, like we started out with Coach Story, it's going to be a big game tomorrow night. Both teams are not having the season they wanted to have. But when you put Buckeye and Jena in the same gym, it's going to be a big game. What are we concentrating on to get out to a fast start?
You know, Jena's on a roll right now. They just beat Vidalia, who we lost to. They were able to play Vidalia at home. They beat them 50-35. That was on Friday night. Then they just got a big win on the road at Glenmora, 65-59, which is a high-scoring game. Watching them on film, we played against 3 of those guys for a year now. They've got 3 guys with starting experience on their team. They lost 2 from last year, and then they have Gavin, of course, who has varsity starting experience. So they've got 4 guys who have played a lot of varsity basketball, and they're starting to click right now. So we have our work cut out for us tomorrow night. We're going to have to do a really good job on the boards. We're going to have to really control the game, control the tempo of the game, keep them from doing what they want to do because they want to get stops and run, and you got to eliminate that. And so,
no second chance points.
Correct. So we've got to do a really good job of playing our game and then trying to finish it off with scoring. That's got to be the. It's been a point of emphasis. We've come up a little short here in a few games doing that.
And me and Josh talked about it. Our offense, when we're shooting the ball well, we're rolling. But when we have to work for it, that's when we get bogged down in the game. So what can we do offensively to get some more production tomorrow night? What are we looking to do?
Our kids are just going to have to play confidently, and they're going to have to trust their shot. They're going to have to trust each other. I've been really pleased actually since probably about the Marksville game with how we've been moving the ball, how we've played defense. The other night versus Buckeye, we only had 8 turnovers. That same game last year, we had almost 17, 18 turnovers. So we're taking care of the basketball, and then we had, I think, 13 offensive rebounds. So you're getting second chance points, but if you can't put the ball in the basket and you're only shooting 32% from field goal range while you're getting great opportunities and looks, you're going to really struggle, and it's really going to magnify those other things that we're doing on the defensive end or offensive end, or turnover here that turns into like a pick six, a live ball turnover. Those things really affect the outcome of the game, and we've got to do a better job of controlling that aspect and playing just with some confidence. You hope in front of your home fans at this point in the year, you're at this point in the year, really your freshmen are sophomores, your sophomores are juniors, your juniors are seniors, and your seniors, this is it. This is so you hang your hat on that, but it should be a great ball game, a fun ball game at that.
We're looking forward to it. And you talked about, when you do the good things, you box out, and that you don't put the ball back up on the offensive play, it starts working on you mentally a little bit, and it starts affecting you in other aspects of the game.
100%. And that's something we really had to battle early on in the year. And I think the first sign of that was the Montgomery game, because we weren't scoring on the offensive end. Mason Sanders had, gone off a little bit for two games in a row there. He really came out of his shell once Adam went down, and all of a sudden he wasn't hitting his shots in the Montgomery game. Then our other guys weren't hitting shots, and our effort kind of tailed off. And
it kind of fell off with
right.
Right.
And our kids they really had to work back from that game. I've really not coached a game in a long time where we just got our tails whipped on every facet of the game, and really an effort standpoint. I kind of pride our program on being a team that we're going to play as hard as we can. We're going to, for 4 quarters, and man, it's been a uphill climb to try to get our guys to play with effort for 4 quarters. But I think since we've been back from the break, we've been playing for 4 quarters, but now it's like, man, you got to put the ball in the basket to give yourself a chance. And that's part of it. That's the fun in basketball.
Yeah,
that's
the
the
things that we were struggling on, like you said, like Darren mentioned a little bit. We were struggling on getting rebounds because we were giving people several opportunities to make 2 points.
Right.
We're not going to bring overpowering athletes into a gym from Buckeye. No. We have to do the little things. You got to box out.
You got to box out.
Every single time you have to put somebody.
And some of that is our scheme. I wish I could scheme it better, but some of it's just putting, a helmet on a helmet, as you say in football.
When you're a smaller frame,
right?
When you're a smaller frame, you can't get down there and just ball hog rebound.
Right.
You've got to stay open to move to,
And truthfully, that's the trouble with playing zone. We played 2-3 zone last year, but we had a 6-6 in the paint and Blaine Parrish. But in zones, there's some gray area when it comes to rebound because, do I box out this guy? Do I hit this guy? Or the ball's coming off the rim this way, what do I do? And sometimes it's just a fight for the rebound and who wants it more. And too many times than not, we've not won those 50-50 balls. And if you want to win big-time ball games, you have to win those 50-50 balls. Now, you might not win all of them, especially if a team is really crashing the way they should. But, man, you got to give yourself a chance and a fighting chance by getting in there. And really, that's the way we have to win ball. We have to make it ugly.
We win the little thing.
Correct. We have to make the game ugly. And if we don't do that, it's going to be an uphill climb for us, you
You
know?
don't want to run and gun the whole game with somebody wide open.
No.
And give them a second chance. You can't
Correct.
afford that.
Correct.
So who's Jena bringing tomorrow night? Who's their best player they're bringing to the gym? Who we got to stop?
Best player. Man, it's hard to say. They all have their strengths. You know, they've got the two twins who have a year of experience. You know, they do a great job on ball defending. If they get going offensively by seeing the ball go in, they can really affect the game. Last year, their big really affected the game on both ends of the court. That was one of the coming out parties really for his game because, you know, they were able to get out in transition. He dominated us on the boards a little bit when those other guys were driving in. And then we all know what Gavin can do. You know, it's I feel responsible a little bit, you know, because but I mean, there's an investment there and a development there. We've been with the kid since sixth grade, and that's another tall task.
He's a pretty good player on top.
Correct.
He'll
And
handle the ball well and he shoots pretty
right,
good.
and there's going to be a comfortability factor with our players, but you know, our players will probably play with a little something extra there, and so
Like I said,
he will too.
the Jena game tomorrow night is going to be a doozy.
Yeah, and Gavin will too, but that's the way Gavin would want it to be. That's the way our kids want it to be, you know, and there's no, we're going to hug each other's necks after the game. And I think they want it that way. Our kids want it that way, and that's what makes athletics fun. That's what makes competition fun. That's what it's about tomorrow night. You know, the girls have it on their end, the boys have it in a different way. You know, because they grew up with him. You know, they'll probably go on vacation with them. You know, it's just one of those deals.
It's going to be fun. We know the gym's going to be packed. We can't wait to get there and get it started. You know, because once the ball tips off, all this talk is done at that point. You got to get out there and play.
Well, I just hope everybody can, you know, control their emotions to the point to where, you know, it's a great ball game, and we understand that these are still kids, these are still student athletes, but at the same time, it's okay to have a little passion, you know, and I hope both schools, both programs do that, and it's a great night for all involved, you know.
That's what we're looking for. You know?
Correct.
And when the buzzer goes off, like you said, you can hug next at that point.
Correct. And we will.
It's going to be intense, and we're looking forward to it. So everybody come out tomorrow night, watch the Buckeye Panthers play Jena, watch the Lady Panthers play Jena and fight for the district title. We're really excited. Thank everyone for coming tonight. Hey, listen, if you can't come to the gym tomorrow night for any reason, tune in to 446 Sports. We would absolutely love to have you on the broadcast. Everybody give a big round of applause for Coach Maury. All right, Josh, we're looking forward to that tomorrow night. Before we sign off, everyone, I think our sponsor.
Well, we're going to bring two up real quick.
Bring two guys?
Yeah, we're going to bring two guys.
Well,
And you can always tell when Coach Morey gets to talking sports, or basketball, football, baseball, it can be anything. He can talk sports. And look, he's a great coach, you know, good athletic director. What you look for in an athletic director. He's very passionate about it. But no, the two seniors we're going to bring up, I'm going to let you do a solo interview with them. They don't want to be by themselves. But look, we're going to bring up Drew Tyson and Mason Sanders. So let's give it up for Drew Tyson, Mason Sanders.
Drew Tyson.
Good Drew.
Yes, sir. How about you? Yes, sir.
Don't go all the way down. All right, boys, y'all excited for tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Y'all go ahead and lean into
Absolutely.
the mic. Talk loud.
Get up to him, boys.
All right, Drew. They're going to put the press on us, probably.
Probably.
And you're going to be the man breaking. We're going to find our man here, and he's going to make his threes. Here we go. We got to shoot the ball tomorrow night very well.
Yep.
Y'all been putting in some extra effort for this win?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yesterday we've been working on like shooting drills and stuff So yeah, hopefully it translates to the game tomorrow.
We're super excited to have our seniors here. Listen, y'all are the ones everybody looks to for leadership on the team, and y'all do a very good job, both of y'all. When we're watching y'all out there, we can tell that y'all are generals on the court out there, and you have to do that as a senior, and y'all do a very good job of it. Listen, your ball handling skill is amazing. I mean, you ain't your fastest grease like it.
Thank you.
So it's fun to watch, and we know that when you get your open looks, Mason, you usually drain it, and then they put some guy on you that's in your face the whole game. So how are we gonna get? We're gonna set picks. What are we gonna do to get you open?
I think we're just going to keep running our offense the same way we know how to and just rely on the rest of our guys if they do go one-on-one with Mason, because we know Mason will always be there to rebound and help us.
That's
so
right.
We're just going to trust our scheme and go with what we have.
Hey, that's a great answer. Because listen, y'all, when he does get picked up, and he's gonna get picked up at some point in the game, one-on-one, then y'all have to step up, and hit y'all's backside cuts and keep your head up for the passes, because like we were talking about, we're not going to overpower anybody. When you're coming from Buckeye, you're not going to bring the best athletes in the gym usually. But you got to do the little things, and that's what Buckeye takes pride in. We do the little things, we make our shots. When the ball goes up on the board, you got to find somebody to box out. Even you out, at the top of the key, you got to find somebody. And y'all do a really good job of hustling. Y'all do a good job on the court all season long. But this one's going to be turned up a little notch. Y'all got your boy on the other side that y'all played with, 4 or 5 years now. We know y'all still buddies and everything, but it's going to be a little more tomorrow night, right?
Yes, sir.
Exciting.
This one's going to be exciting. Well, listen, we thank y'all for coming up here. We thank y'all for joining us. We're going to be broadcasting y'all live tomorrow night, so we can't wait to be in the gym with y'all. Just let it out and have fun. Just let it out and have fun. Don't come out stiff. Just have fun. And I know y'all going to put a good product out there tomorrow night. We appreciate y'all.
Sir, thank you.
Everybody give a big round of applause for our 2 seniors from Buckeye High School. Listen and grow. All right, it's always good to have student athletes up here and get them up here. Because, hey,
Get them out of their comfort zone.
Get
I'm
them
not
out
gonna
of their
lie,
comfort
get them out of
zone
their
bad.
comfort zone.
They'll be out there talking amongst each other, and they get here and there.
Yeah, and if
They
you
did good.
Yeah, look, if you notice, everybody, whether it was on the girls' side or the boys' side, as soon as they got up here and got behind this camera, got in front of the camera, behind the table, the whole team just went over there.
Oh yeah, they're
And
gonna
then
see
now
them
they got to look at the camera, and they got to look at all their teammates making faces at them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's priceless.
Yeah, they're cheering for them to mess it up. They're gonna mess it up.
I'm glad they didn't have this when we were growing up.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
it would have been.
Listen, we want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. We got softball and baseball coming
Yeah,
up.
look, we're still looking for baseball sponsorships.
Yeah.
To try to get some baseball games going. We do have enough for softball, but we're looking for a couple more for softball.
Yeah.
But we do have a headline sponsor.
We have a headline sponsor for softball, Holloway Outdoors.
Yeah, Holloway Outdoors and Marine, and we're looking for baseball sponsors. So if you know anybody who wants to be a sponsor for this, or we can bring the games to them,
Yes.
we're going to be trying to add some different cameras for baseball. That way we can implement them into football.
That's right.
So we are looking for sponsors.
baseball.
That's right.
Baseball is a big. We need sponsors to step up for baseball. So if you're out there listening, hey, you can do anything to help. We'd appreciate it. But we do have softball and baseball season coming up. Matter of fact, they're starting tonight. Softball.
Yeah, it did. Look, baseball and softball starts, early.
That's right.
And I think next year they maybe even voted on it maybe a little bit. I don't even know if it's come out yet, but I think they're actually going to push it back 2 weeks next year and then move it on the back end 2 weeks longer.
Well, that's good.
So that's actually good. Yeah, because everybody's trying to run 10-month sports and you can't do it. Your kids don't have time to do anything.
No.
So.
That's right. Well, we thank everybody. Listen, we'd like to give another big thank you to BK Distributors, BK Apparel, BK Promotions, and Holloway Outdoors and Marine, headlining, basketball and softball for us this year. We'd really like to thank Holloway Outdoors and Marine. BK Distributors headline for all Buckeye sports.
Every one of them.
So-
You name it, he does it.
He does it all for us. We appreciate that. And listen, thank you very much. We're going to be signing off. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Boys, JV starts at 5 o'clock. Girls varsity district title on the line, 6 o'clock tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
and look, I'll tell you now, get for me, kind of like Ricky Bobby. Better get there early. Because
You
we're not
better
gonna
get
have
there
the
early.
seats in the gym.
Listen, me and Josh have our seats.
Yeah, we're at the table. We're gonna probably take one through the table tomorrow night. We're good with that. But if you want to get a seat to sit in the gym, I can guarantee you,
Get
you're
there
gonna be
early. Get there early. Hey, show up at 5. Watch the JV game. That's always
Yeah, that's your
good game.
upcoming talent. They're getting ready to do it. So hey, 5 o'clock. You better be there early. We're signing off, right?
We are signing off. 6 o'clock girls game. 7 o'clock Buckeye boys play Jena. We'd like to see y'all tomorrow night. If not, tune in 446 Sports and Panther business. We're signing off. Thank you.